With the ongoing event in Azur, we have 6 new ships, with one of them being an ultra-rare rarity. Hello and welcome. This is Neldrin, and today, let's discuss the Upon the Shimmering Blue event in Azur. But before that, to give you good luck, I'll be pulling Shimmering for you.
What the fuck?
Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, this is the sign you are waiting for, to slap that subscribe button. Upon the Shimmering Blue will be from September 16th to October 3rd. Yes, this event is a bit longer than usual. If this is your first event, prioritize building in the event pool for the rated up ships. The big fish for this event is Shimmering, and you need a minimum of 200 pulls for a guaranteed pull. Play the event stages for event points, which will be used to buy items in the shop, which I'll discuss later. The humanoid enemies in the event stages give more XP points compared to the main stage maps. For experienced players here, you can skip A and B stages and speed run C and D stages to unlock SP immediately for the 800 points daily. Like every event, each map is restricted with tile movement until you clear the map. There are also enemy sirens that will try to approach your fleet. You might need to bring depth charges against submarines on most maps, but it is not needed if you will use high-level ships against the map. Lastly, most maps will have Dragon Palace ships. No, not that one. You need to defeat this ship to unblock the path towards the boss spawn point. It also provides supporting barrage. In this event, there will be 6 new ships. Let's check each of them. Shimmering is a destroyer, bunny girl Loli.
Wait a minute!
She may have low firepower, but her damage actually focuses more on torpedoes. I advise to equip a fast-firing gun to maximize her EX barrage, which also fires torpedoes. Although her skills are actually busted. Her first red skill lets her fire a special barrage whenever she fires her torpedoes, which debuffs the enemies. Additionally, enemies struck by the slashing attack from this skill will take damage over time. Her second red skill increases her torpedo damage and makes the whole vanguard move faster. Additionally, it also decreases the damage she takes. Her yellow skill is the customary ship supporting barrage to the other fleet. Other than that, it also buffs the destroyer's torpedoes for that fleet.
But I'm not done yet!
It also increases her own accuracy and decreases torpedo damage taken. Next is Adago. My bad. Next is Chikuma. She's a heavy cruiser that synergizes with an IJN carrier. Her red skill provides a barrage at the start of battle and every 20 seconds. Reading it for the first time might be confusing, but the TLDR of it is, her barrage has seaplanes. Enemies hit by the seaplanes will take damage and slowed. They will also take additional aircraft damage and receive random debuff. When she takes damage, there's a chance to activate her blue skill, and she will gain reload, firepower, and evasion buff. Both of her skills decrease her speed whenever activated. When this happens, her blue skill will activate its other effect. She will gain additional evasion and decrease incoming damage. I don't know why Yostar is trying to make it sound complicated. Or maybe this is a translation issue. But overall, I think Chikuma is a great tank to have. Next is Katsu Ragi. At first, I really thought she was a Chinese ship because she somehow resembles one. Or maybe it's just me. Katsuragi is an aircraft carrier and specially made for chapters 12 and 13. She has a larger detection gauge value, which makes her hidden a bit more compared to other carriers. Aside from that, Katsuragi have extra defense against enemy aircraft. If you have 3 IJN Vanguards, all IJN ships in your fleet will take less aircraft damage. Her red skill increases her accuracy and grants a guaranteed additional airstrike. The said airstrike will debuff the enemy's accuracy and reload. I think Katsuragi will be a decent PvP ship. However, this will force you to use an all-IJN ship to fully utilize her. Probably, this will be the setup. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section. Umikaze, or the small version of Perseus and a torpedo destroyer. Her red skill increases your destroyer and light cruiser's accuracy and torpedo crit rate. Her blue skill is an additional survivability. If you don't have Naganami, Umikaze is a decent substitute for her. Yamakaze, our cute little bear destroyer that I swore to protect. She specializes in anti-submarine, similar to Cooper and Morrison. She also has torpedo buffs for all destroyers. As of the writing, any destroyer ship is already good for anti-submarine. So bringing her won't make a huge difference. If you are like me who will protect her, just don't send her to battle, because she's useless at the moment. Lastly, Yura. She's a light cruiser and a babysitter of IJN destroyers. Her red skill buffs some of her offensive stats. If sortied with IJN destroyers, she will heal them, in a small amount every 18 seconds. If there is no IJN destroyer, then she will fire a special barrage instead. The barrage pattern looks weak in my opinion. Her yellow skill will buff IJN destroyers torpedo, reload and AA stat. Because of her restrictive conditions, in my opinion, Yura is very situational and has minimal usage. Before I proceed, this guide is incomplete without our question of the day. What are your thoughts on destroyer updates? I actually like the update, especially to the gunboats and torpedo spread. I'm actually raising my torpedo ships right now, and will try out a different playstyle. For the event shop, reserve your points for Chikuma, just in case you will not get her from construction, B3 or D3. Prioritize buying the blueprints to save up some coins and cubes from research. Regarding the Rainbow Torpedo, it is a situational buy, if you will ask me. It has better damage and travel speed among most torpedoes. However, this is insignificant in autoplay, especially if you will equip it to ships that don't have the reduced torpedo spread. Plus, it is very expensive. On the other hand, there is no other way to get this. So might as well get it, just in case you want to play in manual mode in the future. For beginners, I highly advise you to prioritize buying the gearboxes, because it will speed up your early game progress. Only buy the oils and coins when necessary. And excess points will go to anything that you will be needing. For beginners, A1 is the best map to farm because you can get Helena, Cleveland, and the camouflage, which are all useful. The A2 is also a consideration to get the fast BB gun. For B maps, any of the three is good. Prioritize farming on B2 until you get Saratoga, then proceed to B3 for Chikuma and the Bunny Sisters. Once you're done, then farm B1 to get good BB equipment. Okay, now for the experienced players. Only farm on C maps, only if you can't complete D maps yet. I highly suggest farming C1 or C2, if you are only after the event points, since it only requires less battle for the boss to spawn. If you need the CA gun, then that's the only time to farm at C3. Prioritize farming D3, not only it has the highest event points drop, but also drops Ryusei, which is one of the best torpedo bombers, and a chance to get Chikuma. But to summarize, upon the Shimmering Blue event, there are 2 powerful ships to have. One of the ships is also good, especially for the later stages. And 3 of them are for collection only. There are special barrages in event stages that are helpful for farming these maps. Event shop have limited edition torpedo, which is also expensive, and a farmable torpedo bomber. I hope that this guide helps you in making your game plan for this event. If I missed something or you would like to share something, feel free to comment it down below. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video to support my channel. You guys are awesome, and see you next time.